always go through this? Why? This is not a flattering angle, but I'm wearing my shirt from work. I don't think I should really advertise on the internet where I work, even though I've already advertised. Never mind, anyway. That's another story, never mind. Anyway, I recorded this video about 20 minutes ago, and I realised that I had managed to do it. I've been drinking wine, and I realised that I had like a big blob of red wine on my cheek, and I was like, I can't post that on the internet, that's embarrassing. It's like 15 minutes long as well, and I have to re-record it. Anyway, okay, I also missed out quite a lot of vital details, so basically I applied for the Walt Disney World International College Program. Actually, I'm just gonna explain what this is, like, because it's different to the Disney College Program, like the Americans apply for it. Like, from what I understand, you can't apply for summer for the American College Program, which is bizarre, but anyway. You can also, for the American one, you can apply for character work, you can audition for character work, which you can do for the international one, but it's not as, like, you can't be a face character, and I think there's a lot of limitations, and it's very unlikely you'll get it. And also it's only for Disney World, you can't apply for Disneyland. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I understand. And I think there's several other wee limitations, but I don't know. Sorry, my hair and everything's a mess because I just finished work and I can't be bothered making it better. So I applied for this. I actually applied for it several years ago. But I do, for the past 2 years, not this year, the past 2 years I did this thing called an HNC and HND, which is Higher National Certificate and Higher National Diploma. And basically, I always have hair problems in my video. Anyway, basically, they're like degree level, like they're first and second year degree level, but they're not very recognised, and it says like qualifications or like what level you're studying at, and it says HNC, HND. Like, I got an email back the first year I applied saying, no, we don't take HNC, you have to be a minimum 3-year degree. And despite that, I still applied the next year, but got the same reply. Never mind. So this year I'm in my 3rd year, and I'm doing a Bachelor of the Arts through, just reading Twitter as I'm recording this. Yes, so I applied in September. Terrible video. I applied in September, and I had my interview in October. I think it was the end of October. No, I had a phone interview first. I missed this out in my first video. I had a phone interview with Yummy Jobs, not with Disney. Yummy Jobs is who is in charge of the program. Like, they kind of deal with it. They're the UK representatives, I believe the technical term is. Yeah, I had my phone interview, which was basically just a kind of, hey, we're just making sure you're not crazy and that you're not going to be exceptionally not right for this job and shit. I passed that. I think that's the easy bit. I passed that quite well. And they sent me on my merry way to the interview in Aberdeen, where we met with the people from Disney World. So what I've learnt from today is that if I press the space bar, that stops the recording of my video. Damn it. Anyway, yeah, I went to Edinburgh, Aberdeen to have the interview. And Aberdeen's like 3 hours away from Glasgow, so it was a bit of a trek, and I had to get a hotel. It was a bit of a out the way thing. Not as bad as Paris though, because I had to go down to London for that. They started with a wee presentation and that was horrific, because it was everything I knew, and it was just kind of rubbing it in my face, and I was like, I know, I want to go, stop it. Ugh. And then they had a wee quiz where like they asked you questions, and I won a wee prize because I named a few of the Disney cruise ships. Also named the new one, which they were very impressed at. They asked the question, where's the next Disney park going to be? Someone answered Singapore. Really? Why are you here? Go home. That was with the people from America. They also, at the same time, they interviewed the people who are doing the cultural representative program, which I may apply for at some point in my life, but also another story. Never mind anyway. So they did that. They then sent us on our merry way to find out what time our interview was at, and this wasn't as like in Paris. You kind of had to fight to get whatever position you damn well pleased, and you were just like, oh, I want to go now, and ran up to someone who was doing an interview. No, not this time. This time it was they gave you a slot. Guess who had the last slot? Yay! So we arrived at 9:30 for this interview. Actually, it might have been earlier than that. 9:30. Our presentation went on till about 11. My interview was at 4. That wasn't enjoyable, so I got to watch every single bugger go into their interview and come out and tell me how bloomin' amazing their bloody interview had gone. Can you see where this is going? So around about 4 o'clock, no, about 3:30, I'm like, right, I'm a wee bit bored. So I stroll on up to the wee corridor outside where they're doing the interviews. And I'm sitting next to this girl who I actually end up interviewing with. And they've given us out a wee sheet saying like what they're like, it's what they're gonna mark you on. Like it says like Disney knowledge out of 10 or whatever, and bloody blah out of 10, and enthusiasm. And this girl goes, I hope she's not watching this because she'll hate me, but anyway, she was quite nice, but she turns to her friend, she says, that says Disney knowledge. I don't have much Disney knowledge. And the girl's like, oh, I think it's just like what your favourite film is. And the girl turns to her and she goes, right, is Pocahontas a Disney film? I'm just sitting there like, no, please, this can't have just happened. This, what? No, please. I was just like, no. I was like, like I took everything I had not to go, why are you here? I was texting my friend Laura going, what? Someone just asked if Pocahontas was a Disney film. Ah! It was awful. Which did make my interview slightly easier, a little joke. So anyway, we got to our interview, which was late, so it was like 5 o'clock. So as you can imagine, the people are not in the mood for interviewing me. They're really just wanting to get back to the hotel, have a wee snoozy. So the man who was interviewing me, like he was perfectly pleasant, and everyone had been coming out saying how nice he was, but he seemed so trying too hard to be nice, and I was just a bit like, you clearly are just aren't listening to anything I'm saying. And like, compared to the girl I was interviewing with, it was a good interview because she got asked about one question. I'm so good at waffling. So yeah, he was chatting to me, he was asking me questions, like, there were things that I should have been like, oh, he was really positive about that, but for some reason it just wasn't, like I felt something wasn't quite right. So that was fine. I was a bit down about it, came home, sat and refreshed my emails for weeks on end. Got that facial email. Not a rejection. No, that would be too easy. I would almost have preferred a rejection. You're on the waiting list. Yay! why do you put me on your waiting list? What have I done to you to deserve this? Anyway, so as you can imagine, not over the moon about that. So I'm sitting refreshing my emails for months on end. The only thing I got in that whole time was in December, whilst I was in Paris, they sent me a wee cheerful email saying, with the subject opportunities for summer 2012, and here I am getting my hopes up thinking it's time. No, it's just them saying, we know you're still waiting. In the meantime, here's some other jobs you can apply. No, I don't want to apply for other jobs. I don't want to work at Universal. I love Universal, but I don't want to work there. So, I was supposed to know by the 28th of February, which was like a long time to wait, because I found this out in the middle of November, and I had a great deal of waiting, and it was awful. So, come the 27th of February, I was very convinced I wasn't getting it. I was a bit like, come on, I would have known by now. If it's find out by the 28th, then I would have known. So I sat and I waited for my rejection email. Didn't come. I sent him an email, 28th of February at 4 o'clock, I sent him an email saying, have I missed something? Because I really hope I've not missed an offer for a job, because that would have been really, really shitty. No, it sent me a wee email back saying, no more opportunities for summer 2012. And I was like, okay, right, could you maybe have told me this, because I wanted to know. Anyway, that's also another story, never mind anyway. What I did get was Thursday, not the 20th of February, the 1st of March, but anyway, they sent me a nice cheerful email saying, because I was such a strong candidate, they'd like to put me forward to the final interviews for Six Flags. If I was such a strong candidate, why didn't you pick me? Anyway. So at first I was like, nah. Then I looked at it more closely. They offered me Six Flags. Now, Six Flags has a theme park in Texas, New England, or California. Do you know what else is in California? Disneyland. Yeah, but so now I'm basically sitting on my Sunday night looking up Six Flags, trying to figure out if it's a good reason to go, purely because it's a few hours away from Disneyland. Oh, what have I been reduced to? But then, like, the reason I was so upset that I didn't get Disney World was because, like, I think this is going to be my last year in uni, so this was kind of like my last opportunity to apply for the college program. Like, there's a cultural representative program, but that's a year, and I kind of wanted to try out going for a summer first, because, like, once you're there, you're there. You cannot go away, basically. Well, kind of. So, but I mean, if I do end up going to uni, then this would help. Like, if I went to Six Flags, it would help me get into Disney World next summer, because I can be like, hey, experience. But I don't know. So basically, I'm going to stay up until 5 o'clock in the morning trying to figure out if I would want to go to Los Angeles over summer. Oh, struggles of my life, man. First world problems. My other video was much better, but I'm not posting a video of me with a red wine stain on my face. It's so embarrassing. I look like a total alky. Right, I'm going, because I'm fairly sure I've hit... Oh god, yeah, I've hit well over 15 minutes, so I have to edit now. Oh, I hate editing. Right, bye.